Good morning. I apologize, it's been a little while since I've put anything out there, but I just loved the words from my devotion today. So I'm on Acts 20, just to update you, and talking about the journey of the disciples and how they're sharing the word and traveling around. And that's a lot of my life is traveling around, but it's awesome. And one of the phrases just was that sort of that, well, it was from the correspondence or from the commentary, but that God can redeem the journey, that it seems sometimes like time might be wasted in traveling. But Paul traveled a lot. He traveled 5 days once to stay somewhere for 8 days, and but that God can use that time. So I think probably one of the things, and the dog is seeing something outside. I'm gonna check that out for 1 second so you're not distracted. Well, actually, please stop. Part of the devotional, and this is off of Bible Gateway, that has the commentaries too, just Bible Gateway, one word. .com. And so the devotional for today, which I think a lot of times comes from a very kind of old writer, is from I think I just pick random verses, is from Deuteronomy 32 verse 9. And here is God's words, and actually it's a song of Moses. It says, "And Moses recited the words of this song from beginning to end in the hearing of the whole assembly of Israel." So these are the words he says to Israel. There's a bunch of them, but the devotion was from 32:9. "For the Lord's portion is his people. Jacob has allotted inheritance. For the Lord's portion is his people." And so that word portion was interesting. I looked it up. It's like from the Hebrew word helek, Heleq. It really means inheritance. So I think the Lord's inheritance is his people. And what he passes on, what's important to him, is his people. So the commentary or the devotional just put it so cool. So I just wanted to read it kind of what I had written and jotted down, because I can't read it from the phone while I'm recording. Chosen, the Lord's portion is his people, that he chose us, that he purchased us, that we're fully redeemed, that there's no mortgage. I like that. There's nothing hanging over it. The price has been paid fully. No suits can be taken to oppose it. The price was paid in open court, and we have the blood mark. It's just that idea of there's no going back. What Jesus had done on the cross for us, as he hung on there and said, "It is finished," meant every sin that we have done has been paid for. There's no disputing. If the devil could dispute, he would. All he can throw at us is lies to not believe otherwise. But we know the truth, that Jesus did set us free. So the truth is on our side, and anyone who could try to oppose God's truth can try, but we know that God is ultimate truth. As Jesus said, "I am the way and the truth and the life." So when he says we're set free, and he was set free out of the grave, if the devil could keep him in the grave, he would have, but the Father set him free. So I especially like this part too. Get this. The devotional said, God placed his cross against the wall and scaled our ramparts. So it's just still talking about we're his people. And so we might put up those barriers to even thinking that we're his people, convincing ourselves that we're not worthy of being his people. We might it's going to talk about strongholds, put strongholds in the way to even keep God out maybe, and to invite evil in. And even in that, God calls out to us in our wrong thinking, in our wrong speaking, wrong behaving, and he scales the wall, whatever wall we might have put up. And he put, and that just, I like that cool picture of, he puts his cross as like that ladder. That was so awesome, that it's only because of the cross that then God gets through to forgiving us, to making us his children, to giving us new life. He gets over our strongholds. We get over our strongholds only through the cross. And then it says it plants on our strongholds the blood-red flag of his omnipotent mercy. What? So think of that picture of a flag, when you conquer something, when something, well, even in the moon, when they went up to the moon and put up the flag saying this is now kind of our territory. If you can think of God today putting that blood-red flag because of the blood of Jesus on you, on your stronghold, saying, I'm claiming you. You are my inheritance. You are my people. You are my child. Yes, we are the conquered captives of his omnipotent love. The conquered captives of his omnipotent, all-powerful love, that he conquers whatever it is we might place in front of him. He says, I can overcome that, and you can overcome that with my strength. And then finally, we have the rights of the divine possessor, the inalienable rights. So he then, because we are his and he is ours, we also share in all the rights of the Holy Spirit in us, all the rights of the truth and claiming the truth and claiming his power. And we can never be our own. And some might think, whoa, so now I have to give up. I have to. And yet here it's just saying, I don't ever have to be my own again. I never have to be on my own again. I never have to think that it's just all about me and my short life, as knowing I am his inheritance. I live on with him. And then it says, I desire day by day to do his will and to show forth his glory, that I'm not my own. I live for him. I pray for him to, again, take over all the strongholds that in any way might go against him. So I just thought that was cool. If you want to look it up for yourselves, again, it's Bible Gateway. It is for today, November 15th, looking at Deuteronomy 32:9. Enjoy. God bless your Friday. Have a good one. Thanks.